Welcome to the first ever KMRE on-air pledge drive. I'm here with Madi Burke from Bike Northwest. Madi, tell me a little bit about the projects that you're working on and a little bit about your organization.
Lovely. Thanks for having me, Susan. It's great to be here. My name is Madi, and I work for a local nonprofit called Experience International. And we have a program in the summer and fall called Bike Northwest. And essentially what that is guided educational bike tours around Whatcom and Skagit County.
So is that a history tour then? I mean, when you say educational, are you looking at the environment? Are you looking at the history? What's happening?
We focus a lot on food systems, local agriculture. We study anything from kind of our marine environment to talking to local farmers, anything that gets people outside in the community, rubbing shoulders with community members and learning about kind of what makes Whatcom County such a special bioregion.
Oh, that's fabulous. And when you say it is a nonprofit educational experience, is it open to anybody? Do you have to certain age groups? How do people become involved?
Yeah, great question. So we partner with a lot of local organizations. That's kind of our bread and butter is partnerships. And so anyone is welcome to come on our bike rides, totally open to the public. Yeah, and essentially you do not need to be an expert rider by any means. I like to say that we have a party pace. So we are fueled by snacks and stops and good times.
That's my kind of bike riding.
Yeah, me too.
So tell me a little bit about specific rides this summer. I mean, is it just like we're getting together as a group to go do something fun?
Yeah.
Or are you going to particular places?
Mm-hmm. So one of our main partner organizations is Sustainable Connections, and they're also another local nonprofit. And they're coming out this summer with something called Farm to Table Trails, essentially focusing on different neighborhoods in Whatcom County. So Ferndale, Lummi, Everson, and just the agricultural production that's happening in those different spots. So we're going to be doing a market ride through Ferndale. We're going to go to Lummi Island and talk to all the farmers there. We'll be in Everson talking to farmers there, having a farm to table dinner as well. And then this September, we're partnering with Sea Feast, which is another super cool nonprofit. And essentially, we're helping people understand the Bellingham waterfront and the salmon history here and just the rich indigenous history of salmon and our seafood production. So it kind of is all over the place. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, well, we are huge supporters of Sea Feast here because we actually have a collaborative show with Sea Feast as well as the Whatcom Working Waterfront called Love Your Waterfront. And it's a bi-monthly show, half an hour, just kind of talking about the people, the places, the information surrounding the waterfront areas.
Yeah.
That is a really cool tie-in between what you're doing and what we're doing.
Oh, that's lovely.
So for those folks who maybe aren't experienced riders, how grueling are these rides?
Yeah, we really focus on making our bike rides accessible for the everyday Joe. So the longest ride we would do would be 15 miles, but that's across 4.5 or 5 hours of stopping and talking with people in the community. So we focus on gentle, not a lot of elevation, and again, snacks. That's the main goal. So anyone can ride with us.
And it's all ages rides?
Yeah, all ages. I'd say if you have a really small little tyke with you that's like 5 years old who's just learning how to bike, might not be the best time to take him out on the road with us. But if you know how to ride a bike and you feel comfortable doing so, you're totally welcome. There's a couple different ways of being involved. We're looking for partnerships, people who are passionate about community education and helping people learn more about just our food system and where our food comes from in Whatcom County. Whether you're involved in the local agricultural sector, you're a farmer, or you're an educator, we're looking for those sorts of partnerships. But the main way to get involved is just to join us on a ride. And we'll be posting our rides on our website, on our social media, and also they'll be advertised through our partner organizations as well.
How can people find you, Madi?
So we've got a website, and the best way to look that up is just to Google Experience International Bike Northwest. You can also our actual website is expint.org. So that is xpint.org. And then you can email us, or you can email me, and my name is Madi, at bike Northwest, but that's just NW. So bike NW at expint.org.
That's great. Because it seems like part of what you're doing is building community. How important is community to the work that you're doing?
Totally. It's the main thing. That's our whole goal, is really to help people get outside in their community, establishing a sense of place in Whatcom and Skagit County. Those are the places that we focus on. It's so important to understand all the watersheds, the ecosystems, and just the natural, all the processes that are coming together in the place where we live. There's so much to learn about. And I just think being able to rub shoulders with strangers on a bike ride, there's something really kind of funny and special to that, where you are meeting up with organizations and thought leaders and subject matter experts that you wouldn't otherwise get in touch with, and hearing their stories and hearing them talk about what makes them passionate about this place that we all live in, or are visiting. We're open to people coming in town as well. You don't have to just be a Whatcom County resident to join us. But
where do you think access to community media and community radio kind of falls in to that community building perspective?
Yeah, I think anyone that works for a nonprofit knows how important it is to be able to share your message in a way that reaches people. And that's something that we're constantly asking the question about, what is our communication strategy? How are we able to advertise these local educational bike tours that we run? And so we really do rely on a network of organizations and nonprofits and radio stations that are willing to help us tell our story and have access to that in a financially accessible way. So we're really grateful for the opportunity to talk about this with you.
Okay. Let's see. Any final thoughts for the folks in the listening audience?
I would love to see you on the roads with us this summer and fall, and really grateful for the opportunity to talk about this. I think education is really important, and community education and learning about just where we live and what makes this place so special is really a privilege to be a part of on a personal level. And also I just see the value in the community, getting people together to just bike. Biking is fun. One other thing I want to say is just to really highlight the work that KMRE is doing here to enable the voices in our community to talk about what we're doing in this really, really lovely way. And also just want to put a plug and encouragement out there to financially donate or just support the work that KMRE is doing with this pledge drive. I know I really appreciate it, and our organization appreciates it, and getting together as a community to support local radio and local exchange of information is really, really important, and I personally believe in that. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madi, for being part of the first ever KMRE 88.3 FM on-air pledge drive.
Thanks, Susan. Appreciate it.